Yesterday was a super cool video for CS News for me for a lot of reasons. Thanks to all of you guys who were leaving comments yesterday. I've never seen so many countries in the comment section ever before. You guys are from Serbia and Iran and Australia and Germany and Slovakia and Africa and so many different places, some of which I didn't even know exist. One of you guys even told me to take love, which sounded mildly aggressive. There was a dude in the comments yesterday who is from my hometown and went to a rival high school of mine. It's crazy how small this world is and how big it is. Like, all you guys are from such cool places, and just so many places. Like, India was in there too. Albania was in there as well. Brazil, of course. It was really cool for me to see. And it also was really cool because today is a bit of a slower news day. So don't get on me, all right? I just wanted to see you guys one more time before this weekend really picks up, as we have a down day for PGL Astana, and finally a time to recap some of our better moments. And one I missed yesterday, God HooXi is freaking here, guys, okay? Just like Nexa, HooXi been an often, I would say, target for a lot of criticism out there, and now found his place in Astralis. We don't know how long that may or may not last, but he is putting up a performance as I think you could argue he was the reason why they made playoffs. Yes, Astralis is in the playoffs, in the brink of the organization going broke. HooXi saves the day with this insane play.
On this cat hold, VP are going to win this round. He's the only guy anywhere near this. He lets them through inside of the smoke.
Wild way to play this! HooXi! The Destroyer! Goodbye, Virtus.pro. HooXi has their number.
And I think the more insane part about this, and the really cool part about a guy like HooXi, is in the post-game interview with Richard Lewis, who has been a critic, a strong critic of his in the past, has been very vocal about someone like HooXi, as he is about, many players in his critique. Well, it was very cool to see HooXi and how he handled that situation, because it could have been really awkward. He could have been really mean about it. He could have said nothing about it. And so the banter back and forth between these two, it makes you really enjoy a player like HooXi when they can handle the criticism and then handle situations like this afterwards when, they're now facing the exact opposite. A lot of people gassing HooXi up right now.
I want to ask as well, just overall, now that you're back, do you feel you were unfairly treated in the timeout with the speculation and people saying that, I've been one of your critics. I won't hide away.
Oh, really?
I know. Incredible, right? I won't hide away from it. But do you feel that, with some of the community feedback from pundits like us, do you think we were a bit unfair, a bit overly critical?
Well, first of all, you need to watch out or you'll get the KaZad treatment here today.
That's why I wanted to get you on, right? I asked you. I was like, I'm going to give this guy an opportunity to answer to his critic, dude,
No, honestly, most people in this industry doesn't remember more than your last game.
Correct.
So I don't take it too heavy, too hard. So some things were unfair, some things were fair. Obviously my individual level looks like, okay, I'll just say it because I already cursed once. It looks like shit.
Yep.
But I think no one notices how many weapons I drop, how many times I run first, how many times I do this and that. And it's just easy to look at the stats and say, what, -10? Holy shit. Right? So, yeah.
I have a quick one, right? And I'm sure a lot of people would be asking for this. Firstly, what's the gym routine? And secondly, what was your aim routine in the 1 year you were up?
Yeah, that's the big one.
You were popping
routine.
off today, dude.
Bro,
unironically,
you're playing your best CS right now. I'm telling you.
I'm seriously asking, though, right? Obviously, you were so much more sacrificial at the beginning of G2. And I remember Swanee mentioned in the HLTV Confirm episode where he was like, later on in your tenure in G2, you started playing a little bit more selfishly. You're working more on yourself individually, whatnot. Clearly, you have really switched that around.
Yeah, first of all, gym routine right now, 3 times a week, upper body, 1 time lower, because
PBL?
nobody wants to do legs, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
correct.
And in terms of individual, I don't know, I just play way more DM, and I just try to play a lot of Faceit in my break, because obviously I don't have to prepare, I don't have to prepare practice and stuff, and I was actually scared that I maybe overdid the whole practice thing now that I had the opportunity with Astralis, because we had a lot of things to go through. But yeah, it seems to work out.
And I just really love seeing these moments. I don't know why when it comes to CS News, when it came to Dexter, right? His last win with Falcons, what was it, 5, 6, 7 years of professional CS? He finally gets a win. He takes the time as he's being benched from Falcons to thank every single one of his teammates. And then his post-game interview was amazing. And for me, that's what makes a standout CS player also be seen as a person. And so HooXi has just gained so many points in my book about how he handled that situation. And I'll be cheering for Astralis and see how they can do in one of their very few playoff runs they have had recently, despite, of course, making changes in what's going on with the organization. And speaking of a team who will not be in playoffs, that will be G2. As Snax was doing his trolling, doing his thing, I don't think G2 was expected to make playoffs here, to be fair. They were having some fun, but they will not be in playoffs. But Snax did get this clip.
Taking time to be polite. Been assertive throughout. There is this stack in the lower site. Snax playing up close, knife pulled. Wow. Aros Dos stabbed out a player, now he's going for the defuse. Snax is making like a YouTube video, man. What is this? He's just knifed them, stuck the bomb right under their noses. Snax, the king of the trolls. That is wild.
And someone who's also now been playing for G2 and probably shouldn't be, who's also been very vocal throughout PGL Astana, that's going to be TaZ, who took to Twitter again, as he did a couple days ago, after a difficult loss to Odic. We already talked about the smoke bug and the hypocrisy of G2 assistant coaches in yesterday's video. It was fun time. We're going to move on now because TaZ has been speaking up a lot. Now saying playing 5 best of 3s is something I didn't expect coming to Astana. Vultures will feast today, but we will learn from these losses. I feel like this was an opportunity in disguise for me to understand better the dynamics that we as a team are missing and how it is to be a player in current times. I hate how I played individually, and I think that people don't understand how hard it was on other players, especially for Snax. I hope that the team will keep their heads up and we will be able to show our true strength in the next events. I mean, it's 2025, guys, and we're still seeing Snax and TaZ playing, okay? I know expectations are not there, but they shouldn't be. I watched these guys play 10 years ago, and they're still playing now. It's pretty wild to see that did go to 5 best of 3s, meaning they were 1 game away, 1 series away from actually making playoffs, which I would say is a pretty sufficient run for G2. It's not up to expectations you have for the G2 team, but given the current state of this roster and what this team is going through, not a bad run. Like, what do you guys think about this G2 run? What do you think about this team and what can they do? But I would agree with TaZ and what he said. And despite the little controversy versus Odic, yeah, I think it was a decent performance out of a team like G2. Very last notes for PGL Astana for me. I don't know if I missed anything. Leave a comment down below. If I did, I think Virtus Pro was on the real fringe of making these playoffs too. A couple heartbreak losses, one being to Astralis, which we just showed, in a very close series with MIBR. So for PGL Astana, some big teams were not here. Just like we saw, was it Melbourne? And then, yeah, we've seen a couple tournaments here and there where some big teams are going to be missing. And so it leaves some opportunities open for other teams to make the playoffs. And we've seen that with teams like Astralis. Virtus Pro was almost that team. MIBR. I mean, are MIBR back? We wait to see. This should be a pretty clear-cut favorite for the rest of this tournament, but we will see if anyone can surprise us. Can Na'Vi have a resurgence? Can any of these teams really lock it in and get over that semifinal hump? Who do you guys think will take PGL Astana? Hopefully I'll see you back here next time as we cover that championship run. And until then, take care of yourselves, all right? Drink up, have some caffeine, maybe some chocolate milk. I'll see you guys back here bright and early sometime soon. Okay. Ta-ta. Yeah, bye-bye. No singing today, okay? Done with the singing for now.
Today's gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. I believe